د غلامي نه سرفدار خدای ژوند په دنیا د اقتدار خدای د غلامي نه سرفدار خدای ژوند په
no se deja agarrar, por la migración no se deja agarrar, por la migración, por la migración, por la migración no te deja agarrar, por la migración no te deja agarrar, por la migración no te deja agarrar.
You want OCT, is it? What? You with the OCT? I don't know what's ICT. Irish communities. Irish, never do. Irish.
First of all, I would request from right side we starting. Mohtaram Murtaim Hazrat Allama Maulana Muhammad Mehman Sahib from Hazrat Allama Maulana Muhammad Mehman Sahib from
Thank you for the question. More security for Jordan or?
Border security.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes, Senator, border security is very important.
Do you support physical security measures like border walls?
In Jordan, Senator?
Let's stay on Jordan.
I think I would have to defer to the Jordanians whether they think that such measures
Well,
would
we're
be
spending
useful.
American taxpayer dollars for border security in Jordan. Are you familiar with the president's budget request?
I am, sir, in terms of moving forward border security in Jordan, yes.
$110 million is requested in the fiscal year 2024 budget to include border security for Jordan. And you request that. You support that request. I just want to make this clear.
I do support that request.
Okay. Hasn't the United States government built a giant wall along Jordan's border?
On the border
With
between
United
Jordan
States taxpayer dollars, has the U.S. government built a wall along Jordan's border?
The U.S. government has worked with Jordan to enhance its border security in a variety of ways, Senator.
Let's be clear. U.S. taxpayer dollars have been deployed in this regard. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And as our nominee, you'd be responsible for overseeing future funding in this regard. Is that correct?
That is correct, Senator, if confirmed.
In fact, the omnibus last year provides for at least $150 million for border security in Jordan. It's a large amount of taxpayer dollars. And if you think about the purpose of this, is to provide physical security, to keep people from illegally crossing into Jordan. Isn't that correct?
It is to provide physical security, to stop drug smugglers, to deal with the threat of Jordan's neighbor, Syria. Obviously, the conflict there continues, and it's a dangerous neighborhood.
Well, I would think that if the funding request that's been put in place for the coming year is the size it is, there must be a belief that this sort of funding is important and that this sort of physical security is effective. Is that correct?
In the Jordanian context, I do believe that that is correct, Senator.
Well, you've been very clear to talk about this in the Jordanian context. I just think it's an important lesson for us to learn as Americans that we're spending United States taxpayer dollars to support border security in a country that we're trying to build stronger relations with. I think we ought to be learning a lesson ourselves, because there's not a penny in the President's budget to support our own border security here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind.
And then he opens the sixth seal. Now, how precious it is that our Father lets us know all things when it's time. But to keep up with the time, we must be vigilant, we must observe, and in observing, know and understand. Go with me now to the 9th chapter of the great book of Revelation. And here we have the 5th trump. Again, we are approximately 42 years into this. That's a generation. It's coming up time. So be alert. Chapter 9, verse 1. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven upon the earth, and to him was given a key to the bottomless pit. That's a pit of lies. It's a snake pit of deception. It's a pit for old serpent himself. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. That's lies and deception just spewing forth, and the world loves it. Hook, line, and sinker, they take it. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit, by the lies, the darkness of Satan. And there came out of the smoke locusts. Did you hear what I said? There came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and upon them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. Now, let's have a little Hebrew lesson here. What is the word locust in the Hebrew tongue? It's arbe. Arbe. Well, now, what is the word Arabian or Arab in the Hebrew tongue? Arbe. Well, let me see. If both of them are Arbi, then who is this army? Duh. Well, let's see a minute. If the locusts are Arabs or Arabians, then they're kind of swarming, aren't they? Kind of swarming all over the world, aren't they? Pay attention. Do your homework. Prove it out. The swarming has begun. It is now with us. And Arabi is Arabian, and Arabi is the word locust, as it is utilized in the book of Joel, which we're going to be going there and look this army over, because you better pay attention. When the swarming is started, things follow. Do you know what they are? I don't know. You're a watchman. He asked the Pharisees, do you know? You won't see it. Well, you're going to. So kind of let that be a type, or let it at least as a watchman put you on guard as to what this army is that's flowing out of there. You know what the locust, the etymology of the word is the magnitude of the number. They repeat themselves so much. Okay. You see one, if you've ever seen a herd of grasshoppers, you'll know why it was so well taken. They swarm. Verse 4, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their forehead. What's the seal of God in your forehead? We just read it, the 5th seal. The 5th seal told you what was happening. This 5th trump let you know exactly what's happening. It is the swarm. But know this, the swarm is only one stage of the locust. Are you familiar with the other stages? Think about it. You're a watchman. Watch. If you have the seal of God in your forehead, they can't bother you. Why? That's God's orders. But can you imagine a group of Arabi not bothering grass or vegetation? That's impossible. That's what they feed on. Well then, what do you mean, Pastor? I mean, we're not talking about insects. That's what I mean. We're talking about men. We're talking about an army. That's what we're talking about. But again, let that be a comfort to you. You can't touch those that have the seal of God in their forehead. Well, why couldn't you? It's really common sense, because they know better. They're not going to go. They're not going to be taken. They're too intelligent for that. They're watchmen, and they have been informed. Verse 5, and to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. You've all heard my teaching on this. You know that a scorpion doesn't have a stomach, that he zaps the victim, and the victim's stomach, the victim's skin becomes the scorpion's stomach. They will milk your backbone down to nothing with lies and dread. Well, be careful, you might offend one. You know, that can get you in the grave, friend. You know, if somebody's trying to kill you and you don't want to offend them, you don't have much self-defense up, partner, and you're in a heap of hurt. So you want to pay attention, and you want to know and understand what times we're in. But the very fact that you're armed with the truth of God's Word, you know what tomorrow brings, make arrangements. Get set. Know and understand. Protect your family.